Welcome to GBALL VISION, everyone. I hope you are doing fantastic today. We have an exciting unboxing to dig into. This is probably one of the most exciting unboxings yet on the channel. This is something that I've been wanting for a very long time. I've been waiting well over a year for these to drop again, and finally they did. And White Mountain Knives got some in. That is where this is coming from. And I am beyond thrilled to get this and get into this guy. I'm nervous, but I know it's going to be good. We use the Brian Brown Raptor V2, all decked out with Moku tie, pivot collar, backspacer, pocket clip, the whole works. Definitely a phenomenal knife. Now, let's get into this guy. Oh yeah, you already know. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you're about to. Look at that. Oh baby, I am so excited to get this. There is the business card, Sean Lum at Null Knives. Oh man, I am excited. So we have a pull-out box here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Nice little padded top, silica packet. Get out of the way. Then we have, oh, looky there, the model Voodoo acid wash blade, blue micarta, satin hardware, 8123, serial number 594. And guys, here we go. Look at this thing. Oh baby. Alright, let's calm down and we'll move this stuff out of the way. Alright, there we go. So what we have, guys, is the Null Knives Voodoo Riot OEM'd, and this is probably one of the most exceptional looking knives on the market. I have never handled one, but I do have the Raiden, which is one of my all-time favorite knives. That is a Null Knives. It is a Riot OEM, and I kind of got this. I could pick from 4 different versions. I was there that quick that I could pick, and I decided to go with this one to kind of match my Raiden. And this thing is spectacular looking. So it's the blue micarta. You have stone washed bolsters, and this is a bolster lock, which makes this even sexier. Then you got this nice pocket clip. Let's give this guy a flick open off the triangular stud. Oh, off the fuller. Oh baby, right off the get-go, the ergos in the standard grip are phenomenal. And then if you notice, there's a nice little choke up spot here. You do have some jimping running up the spine of the blade, and then once it ends, you kind of hit this poon here, which gives you, if you're in the choked up spot, a nice choke up spot and placement for your thumb. If you're back here, the jimping is absolutely perfect. I don't feel, look at that, a nice titanium backspacer, which is one of the many reasons I love this guy. You know, you got a titanium backspacer, great ergos, and that is what this is nailing on here. Nice Warncliffe blade. This is an acid wash, which is very similar of a blade. This is an acid wash too. I would say they look, you know, this one has some use to it. They look very similar. The blues are a little different, but that's okay. I kind of figured this wouldn't be quite like this anodized titanium, which that's alright. This is as close. I could have went with the black micarta as well, or the carbon fiber, and then they had a natural one. I believe they are all out of stock at Null Knives and White Mountain Knives, but there should be some other drops of this coming up, and if I can get wind of them, I will post it in my community tab or somewhere else. But if you do want something like this, or you want this knife, this is something you have to have your mind made up on and almost know what version you want, because they are going, once the word gets out, they are going to go extremely quick, guys. They were sold out in just a matter of 2 or 3 minutes on Null Knives website when they dropped. White Mountain Knives, once the word got out, they were sold out, you know, very quickly. I'm not sure the exact time frame, but they were sold out very quickly. Ooh, even left-handed, this thing is phenomenal. Now, you don't have a reversible pocket clip, but I would be, if I was a lefty, this would be high up on my list, even if I couldn't carry it lefty. Oh, yeah, that is exceptional left-handed. So, M390 for the blade steel, acid washed. Got a nice Warncliffe sheep's foot style blade with a harpoon. And then there's like a mini fuller running with that harpoon. It looks awesome. And then you have another mini fuller with a triangular stud here. And then, like I said, stonewashed titanium bolsters, blue micarta inlays, satin titanium hardware. Very minimal hardware. You got 2 for the inlay, which is standard. Then you have your pivot screw, which looks awesome. It's got some like dimpling or stippling on it. Then you have a stonewashed tie clip that matches your bolster here. And then a stonewashed titanium backspacer and liners. Why don't we go ahead, we'll give it a little measurement here. So you're getting well over 3 1/4 cutting edge. I would call it like 5/16 or maybe like 3/8, right around, right in that ballpark. And then you're talking almost to this bottom tip here, 3 3/4 of total edge. And then you are coming back here almost 8 1/4. I would say it's like 8 3/16 for your total length. Why don't we go ahead, while we have some out, we'll go ahead and get the Raiden out, which this guy is actually, the Voodoo's a little bigger than the Raiden. It's a little bulkier. There's a little more to it. Since we have this sitting here, the Brian Brown Raptor is also a touch smaller than this guy. And then we will definitely do an in-depth overview of this guy and so on and so forth. There is the Nimble X version 2, which is no small knife by any means. And you can see the Voodoo is actually a little bit bigger than that guy as well. How about the EMP EDC Relative, which is going to be very similar to the Nimble X. And it is a little bit smaller. How about we do the Kunwu S-Tau? If I can get it opened up here. That's actually a very fair comparison right there. How about the Cold Steel Engage? Cold steel engage is a little bit smaller in the handle. I would say the S-Tau is very, very close. I'm kind of at a loss for words, guys. This thing is just, I've been waiting on this knife for so long. It's finally here, and just like the Raiden, which was my first Null knives, it blew me out of the water. I didn't quite know what to expect with this guy, and like I said, it has moved up into one of my all-time favorite knives, and I think this will definitely be up there and probably surpass quite a bit of stuff. The blade shape is absolutely phenomenal. The ergos on this thing, I don't feel any hot spots. Yeah, I don't feel anything when squeezing, bearing down on this thing. Oh, man. The action, guys, is locked up nice and tight. Perfectly centered. Man, even if you lollygag it, it really just thwacks out of there. Little drop shut. There's no oil. You know, I haven't done anything to this, obviously. Wow. The action is phenomenal. It has nice acoustics because the detent is nice and tuned. Nice little positive click when it closes. And then a nice thwack when it opens up. Nice chamfer on the lock bar or bolster lock. Very nice chamfer. Very easy to get in there and disengage your blade. Oh, man. Yeah, the Null Knives Voodoo. Once I saw this, it was too late last year. Or it's been well over a year that I first saw this. You know, I saw it in the prototype stage and the pass around stage. And then I didn't have Instagram back then, so I didn't know when these were dropping or anything like that. So by the time I got around to it, these were long gone. And, you know, then I found out it would be in 2023 when they came out again. And then, here we are in September. So, we're most of the way through the year. But I would say this thing has been well worth the wait. I'm a huge fan of this knife. And I will definitely be getting the Null Knives Grace when that comes out. That is a Tanto style Null Knives collaboration. I forget who the collab is with, but it looks nasty. And it'll go perfect with the Warney sheep's foot and the drop point here. That'll give me a Tanto and a sheep's foot and a drop point, all from Null Knives. And we'll just have to, I didn't pre-order one, so I'll have to get lucky enough to get in on one of the drops. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this Voodoo. Do you have one? Do you plan on getting one? I know a lot of guys have recently got one, and I know some guys who have gotten 2 of these. Let me know what you think of this. I think it is, right now, as of right now, I think this is exceptional. Just off first impressions. We will definitely be getting into a full in-depth overview of this guy. And we will do some cut tests with it and go over some more in-depth specs. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I love you guys. Thank you for watching to the end. If you're new here, definitely hit the subscribe button. We have tons more coming down the pipe. I will throw up 2 new videos. Definitely want to go and check those out. Otherwise, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.